Yo, what's going on YouTube? So we're back here, man. What another video. We play the Jets this week. We have a dev game for John Franklin Myers. We need to get 2 sacks or 3 tackles for loss or a mix of both, I think it was. We had to upgrade for Bo Nix. He still hasn't been able to get a throw power upgrade, which sucks. His accuracies are all there. Medium accuracy, he's a dart thrower. Short accuracy, he's there. Deep accuracy, he has to get better. He's been pretty actually really good accuracy wise. More throw power would obviously be sick for Bo Nix. He's still first in the league in passing, I believe. Zach Wilson. We've been upgrading Zach Wilson when we get upgrades for it because maybe, just maybe, I see who doesn't have a quarterback next year will take him. So we could trade Zach Wilson to a team maybe next year for a mid-round pick. But as far as this goes, you guys can see Bo Nix is leading the league in passing. Mahomes is on our ass. Greg Dulcich is leading the league in receiving. Just been all around great season for us. Once you get like top four in yearly stats, I think you get a development upgrade. You guys can see Bo Nix had 6 pass touchdowns last game, just all around. We threw 3 picks. Obviously, we're not proud of that. But Bo Nix had a great game last week. Players ready to negotiate. I'm not really interested in signing any of these players. We have 120 cap room. I actually lied to you. I do want to sign someone. I want to sign Quinn Miners. He does want to be here, so we are going to sign Quinn Miners. Javonte Williams might be one of those players we wait on. Baron Browning. If he's able to get a development upgrade, we'll keep him. Alex Pierce. We might trade him before the deadline. Same thing with Nick Cross. Garrett Bowles, we want to sign him. He's a good offensive lineman, so we'll keep him for another season, keep him around until we figure out what we're going to do at the offensive lineman position. The rest of these guys, I don't think we're going to sign. Most of these are young players, Tyquan Thornton, Jaquan McMillan. We might sign some of these guys. But with that being said, guys, I'll let you know if we're going to sign any of these players. But for the time being, the only player I think I might see us resign is Tyquan Thornton, Nick Cross. For like Tyquan Thornton, we do want to get him involved. He's a 6'2" receiver, 24. He's really fast, so we're gonna try to look to get him involved where Sutton is, and we'll use Sutton in key clutch downs. So with that being said, guys, I'll be back when I show you guys the scouting board and where I'm at with scouting. All right, guys, we're back. So we didn't scout anyone. To be honest, there was not enough scouting news. We are going to make some moves. I did sign Scott Miller. My fault. I switched it to be a kick returner with Tyquan Thorne. So we get them more involved. We are going to be making some moves this week. I'm going to move one of our players to center because we are acquiring an offensive lineman this week. And the player I'm going to move to center is looking like it's going to be Garrett Bowles. I'm going to be moving Garrett Bowles to center because we are acquiring another offensive lineman. Our center has just been getting murdered. We need a new center, as you guys could tell. So we're going to move Garrett Bowles to center because the player we are acquiring, we're not finessing the computer by any means. You guys can see we are getting a center. That means we're able to cut Mr. Sam Mustard. Shout out to Mustard. You're a dog. Appreciate you for your services, but you simply weren't cutting it. So the player we are going to trade is actually from the Browns. I wasn't trying to finesse the computer and just trade for a whole bunch of young players. But if we go in the trade center and then you go to trade block, there's a lot of good players. And the first player we seen was a tackle. I think it was a right tackle for the Browns, and it's Dawan Jones. He's 23. This is probably considered finessing. We are going to offer them a left tackle. We're just going to offer them basically a third round pick. I do want to give them a fair package. We're going to offer them a third. We'll offer them a third and a fifth and see if they accept it. I don't want to just give them a seventh and move on about our day. They declined it. They are not interested in it. So we are going to try to create a package maybe for Dawan Jones. He would be a huge pickup. Maybe they will take Alex Forsyth. They probably won't. See if that moves the needle. It moves it a little bit. So with that being said, they're not interested in Alex Forsyth. So we will see if we could offer maybe a two third round picks for him. And if they take that, then we got our franchise left tackle and Dawan Jones. And they're going to decline it. We'll see if they'll take a second rounder. I don't want to give a lot of our draft capital because we still have to work on a lot of players. And we do get Dawan Jones. We sent our second round pick. That's our most expensive asset we have given up. He's going to be our franchise left tackle at 23, 6'6" or 6'8" left tackle who's a star already. That's going to be huge for the team. Guys, I like that trade for both teams. The Browns were able to get some picks back for after the Deshaun Watson trade. There was another player I was really interested in. I'm not going to lie, guys. There's a lot of players I'm really interested in. Jalen Warren wasn't one of them. It was a running back from the Jets, but I'm not going to trade for him this week. Or I was interested in Keaton Mitchell too. He's a smaller back, but when we needed Javonte Williams, he has been good. So we're not really just going to replace him. Israel Ben-Dakanda is a good running back I was looking on the market for. We do need a backup tight end. Adam Trautman, I just don't really like him there. We could obviously sign a slow receiver, move him there. Isaiah Likely, Darnell Washington is available. I was a big fan of Darnell Washington coming out of college, so I'm thinking I'm going to get him. We could bring Albert Okunigbenam back. I probably just said his name so wrong, but with that being said, we could also get Elijah Higgins. He's a really fast tight end for our backup tight end. But with the tight end, I think I'm going back or going to get is I'm either debating between is Elijah Higgins or I'm debating maybe to get someone like Darnell Washington, who could be our franchise backup tight end. We barely use a backup tight end, so maybe we really don't need one. So we'll come back to that. But there's a player I did see that I really wanted. This trade block thing is crazy. Keely Ringo is a fast corner. I want maybe he could be our cornerback number 2. Shout out to Caleb Farley. Hasn't been able to stay healthy in real life, but with that being said, maybe he could change his career around when he goes to a new team. We do got Kirby Joseph could be our safety right here. So that's another player I'm looking to get. He is a slower safety. If I remember off the top of my head, he has 88 speed. So we could probably look to get him. So and that's what we're gonna do right here. Kirby Joseph. I'm gonna try to give them the house. They're interested in guard, offensive lineman, linebacker, quarterback, right outside linebacker. So maybe we could give them a Zach Wilson trade. Like they could get Zach Wilson. We could give them maybe. Let's see who we have on the team left end wise. Boogie Basham. I doubt they take him, and maybe they'll take a third round pick for maybe let's just see a third round pick straight up for Kobe Joseph. And they do. We got our franchise safety. We are making moves. What is this? The 4th week in the season? Yeah, it is the 4th week in the season. We just got our franchise safety. He's slower, but maybe he could basically turn around and get some speed upgrades. So Levi Wallace, that's gonna be Levi Wallace's replacement. We have Kirby Joseph. We're gonna move Kirby Joseph to the free safety position. That's gonna be our franchise free safety right there. We got Kirby Joseph. Like I say, guys, I've only been going for players that are on the market. I don't want to just straight up go and trade for players that teams wouldn't trade. If they're on the trade block, we're going to make a move for them. We'd rather be the team that trades for them than another team get them. So with that being said, Levi Wallace had a really bad game last week. So we are going to look on to move on from Levi Wallace. After last week's performance, it was unacceptable. We might look to flip him to the Eagles for a team. Nobody's interested in Levi Wallace after that performance. I'm not going to blame him. I'm going to move him actually back to corner because maybe his overall will go up to at corner position, or maybe teams would be more interested in Levi Wallace at the corner position. So we're going to move Levi Wallace back to corner, and we'll see if we have any marketplace offers for Levi Wallace. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really tired. We're going to look to move Levi Wallace. His overall goes up 2 points, so maybe a team will be interested in Levi Wallace's services. We're going to try to find an offer for him. We do have some offers. The Bucks are interested in him. I don't know why the Bucks would be interested in him. The Cardinals are actually interested in him. That's an interesting one. They got Owe Papa, who's a really fast linebacker. We could look to get him. Nick McLeod, I'm not familiar with their game. Amari Keyshawn Nixon's a great special teamer. But I'm liking this Cardinals offer. We're not going to accept this offer. We're going to remember that. We're going to go back to that Cardinals offer. We're going to counter it. We're going to see maybe they could give us Owen Papo, and maybe let's see who we have right here. Maybe they could give us that Elijah Higgins for a backup tight end. That would be pretty sick. That's a seek. I don't know why I said it like that. So maybe they'll give us Elijah Higgins and maybe like let's see right here. Let's see maybe a 5th round pick for Levi Wallace. They don't have a 5th. We'll take a 6th from the Cardinals. Maybe they can make this trade go through, and we do. We get Owen Papo, Elijah Higgins. So we get our backup tight end, a really fast linebacker. We got some more moves to make, guys. So the reason why I wanted to get Owen Papo, as you guys can see, 89 speed linebacker. Alex Singleton, that could be the Alex Singleton replacement because we are going to move Drew Sanders to edge. Or not Drew Sanders. Maybe this could be our franchise linebacker. We're just trying to find young players who could be our replacements. So with that being said, guys, we have some more moves we want to make. We want to move on from PJ Locke on the team. Love PJ Locke IRL, bro, but you're just not good at Madden. Madden did you wrong. So we're going to look to maybe trade some of these pieces away for maybe more draft capital because we did give up a few draft picks this week because we traded for DeJuan Jones. We traded for Kirby Joseph. Let's see if any teams are interested in the Milf Hunter. No one's interested in the Milf Hunter, Zach Wilson. We will find a trade offer for Zach Wilson eventually. So these are our receivers going into it. Alex Pierce, Troy Franklin, Scotty Miller. We got our backup tight end, Elijah Higgins. 89 speed tight end is crazy. DeJuan Jones, our franchise left tackle, which is sick. We got him for a 2nd round pick. We got Baron Browning. Maybe we're going to trade most of these players that we know we're not going to resign closer to the deadline. I'm going to probably look on to move on from DJ Jones with John Franklin Myers getting a superstar. Nick Bonito, our linebackers are pretty much set. Cornerbacks, I'm going to look to trade Grady Williams, and then Dane Bell and DeLon Turner. Yeah, we're going to basically look on to move on from PJ Locke, Grady Williams, and there's another player, DJ Jones. I might look to move on, and maybe Cortland Sutton, depending on how Troy Franklin or Marvin Mims, if they get superstar, because then we could use basically Alex Pierce or Tyquan Thornton as a receiver number 3. I love Cortland Sutton IRA, but he's just not cutting it. We're going to look to trade PJ Locke real quick. You guys, I'm exhausted. We're gonna trade PJ Lock real quick, and then we're gonna get in the game against the 0-3 Jets. I've been yapping for way too long. We are gonna trade PJ Lock to whoever needs a safety. Whatever the first team I said that needs a safety, we'll trade him for a fifth round pick. We're gonna trade him to hopefully a winner, that a team that could contend right away. Because once again, I don't want to do PJ Lock wrong. No team has been interested in the safety so far. The Jets, we don't want to play PJ Lock. We don't want him to have a revenge game against us. No one's so interested in him. I would never send him to the Raiders, even if they were offering a first round pick, because I wouldn't do PJ Lock like that. It looks like no teams need a safety. I actually kind of interesting besides the Jets. Seems like they're the only team that needs a safety. I thought maybe the Titans would need a safety. Not saying they would contend, because I don't think they would ever compete for a while until Will Levis turns it around. But we're just gonna look for a team that's interested in basically PJ Lock services, and I will be back when we find a team who will take PJ Lock. Yeah, so I was just trolling around. I just put our first, third on the block just to see what teams offer us. And some of these packages are actually kind of nutty. Trey McBride is nice. I'm obviously not going to do any of these trades. I was just fucking around trolling. Jalen Phillips would be a huge pickup for us. Drake London was a nice pickup. They would give us a fourth, basically. Kayvon Thibodeau, that's a really good trade package. Antoine Harrison. Basically, a lot of teams are offering kind of crazy packages. Like I said, I just wanted to see what the market would be like, just trolling. Like the Raiders. Like, really, bro? John, like, bro, Jacoby Myers, come on. Kobe Turner had a good year last year. I was just basically, like I said, trolling, and I'm seeing what teams would offer us for these players. Obviously, we're not going to be able for first and third. So, but I'll be back when we trade PJ Lock. So we're probably just going to trade him to the Texans for maybe like we'll honestly take a late round pick for him. We'll take a 6 for PJ Lock straight up, see if they accept it, and they do. PJ Lock is now a Texan. He's going back home. This is our roster right here. I'm gonna make some depth chart changes. But with that being said, guys, I'll catch y'all in the game versus the Jets. Can't wait. Facecam will be back maybe in the next upcoming videos. For some reason, it's been laggy. I might need a new camera. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's gonna be really hard to run the ball against a team when they have Quentin Williams. So we're gonna try to stay away from him. I don't know who that other ability is.
It's me, nigga. It's me, nigga. It's me, nigga. Let me in, nigga. It's me, nigga.
We're just gonna keep it with our quarterback. They got 2 abilities on the D line. It looks like they got Hassan Reddick. So they gotta basically their D line's nasty. Obviously, we know they got Sauce. They have some good DBs too. So we're for a tough week this week, man. We're not trying to get upset here. And Bo Nix delivered this ball on the money. He does to Javonte Williams. We are marching against this Jets defense, but that does not mean this game is going to be easy by any means. First time of the season, we're going to run the ball first time against the Jets. Hope Quentin Williams doesn't blow it up. CJ Mosley causes a fumble, and we almost turn the ball over. Jesus, our first run attempt of the season. I keep saying of the season. Our first run attempt of the game is almost a fumble. Find Cortland's son. Oh, that's not Cortland's son. That's Troy Franklin. Sauce Gardner versus a PBU. I thought we had a chance to catch it. If that's a better receiver, that's a touchdown. No. Right down Broadway, baby. It's just how we drew it up. Always when a team comes out and deuce close, I always blitz them because I always find great success. They have Brees Hall. They have Garrett Wilson. I thought they had Mike Williams. They do have Mike Williams. So they got a lot of playmakers in, man. We're in for a troubling week this week, man. Garrett makes a mistake earlier. We're going to put Brandon Jones on Brees Hall. Never mind. We are going to guard the middle of the field with Brandon Jones. We bring a sack. Who is that? John Franklin Myers. If he gets one more sack, I think he gets X Factor or he gets a big XP upgrade. We needed that. Let's go. Brandon Jones on a cover 3 shell. We're going to guard the middle of the field with Skinner. Aaron Rodgers is going to keep on his legs, kill him. He slides. He doesn't want to get injured again. And we hold him to a punt on the first possession of the game. Pull off the win here. even though they haven't won a game. This is not an upset by any means. We find Greg Dulcich. He holds on to the ball. He breaks the tackle. Number 22 isn't strong enough. And Greg Dulcich is going to take it up the sideline. Can he score? He almost breaks the second tackle. We get down to the 6-yard line. Greg Dulcich, man, that dude is a monster. We love Greg Dulcich on our team. He is actually leading the league in receiving the ball. Javonte Williams is my last option here. We find Taekwon in the middle of the end zone. An early lead on the Jets, 9-0 currently. We should make it 10 unless we miss a PAT. I don't trust their offense getting it going, so we're going to guard. That's a pick right there. Aaron Rodgers is about to throw a pick six. You don't try PS2, man. And PS2 is going to get his first defensive touchdown of the season. We're up early on the Jets, man. Every time I play a game like this, I always sell it. So we got to stay focused and now let the Jets creep back in the game after us being up 17-0. Oh, my God. The Jets are playing like shit. PS2, kill him. Hit PS2 on the curl route. Number 5. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Garrett Wilson. I'm tripping. I thought he was number 8. I don't know who number 8 is then. Inside. We're going to guard the middle of the field right here. Drew Sanders. You can try to find him. And we get a sack. Who is that? Who is that with a sack? John Franklin Myers and Owen Papa with his first sack on the team. We're going to hold him to a field goal on 4th and 20. I think that might be John Franklin Myers almost to get his dev game. I know he needed 2 sacks. I think he has 1.5 right now. So John Franklin Myers is on pace to get X Factor or a big XP upgrade. Let's go. Our defense is killing him right now. So we're just going to keep throwing the ball. We want Bo Nix to stay in the first place in the passing record. So not passing record, passing yards. We find Taekwon Thorne. He's had some big catches this game with a touchdown. So we're looking to keep this clock moving. Greg Dulcich is going to be open on this corner route, to be honest, guys. We're going to possess. Taekwon Thornton is on fire, guys. Holy shit. Call this the Taekwon Thornton game right here. And let's ignore that. We might have Troy Franklin over the middle. Bo Nix is going to keep it with his legs. We have Troy Franklin over the middle of the field. And we threw it late. He was wide open. I just missed him. Oh, my God. That play is killing him, though. We're going to try to scramble to the right side. Williams. We got blockers. Troy Franklin with a solid block. We get our second passing touchdown of the game. Owen Papa's dropping in coverage. We're using J.L. Skinner. Finds Mike Williams, and he does not get in bounds. It's 4th and 11, and the Jets are going to punt it. Oh, my God. The Jets are trash, man, like that. We find Taekwon Thorne. Woo, Taekwon, man. You're making plays. He's trying to make the roster. Christ, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. We got Marvin Mims as a step on his DB. We're going to call our first timeout of the half. We find Javonte Williams. He holds on for a touchdown, and we are up 31-3 on the Jets. He's going to hit the out route. I already knew he was going to do that. PS2 is going to hit Tyler Conklin. He's going to break a tackle. Oof. They're trying to get points before half, and they are going to be able to kick a field goal. 56 yards. It's going to the right. It hits the crossbar and goes in. He does the crossbar challenge. Poor Jets, man. Not really, but we are big 2nd and 10 here. We're going to bring a crazy blitz. We're going to try to get over there in time we can't. PS2 isn't able to knock the ball out. Productive, but it's mostly came on this drive, so. Chris Abrams with the tackle, and he does tackle him. Brees Hall, 4th and 3, and what are they going to kick a field goal? They are. Their offense is just really bad right now for the Jets. Right down Broadway for Greg Zerline. He hit the crossbar this time. Guys, let's just keep the clock bleeding. We find Greg Dulcich over the middle. He holds on. And we are just marching. 258 yards, 4 Bo Nix, 3 touchdowns, no picks. This is great to see. We're going to keep the clock bleeding. We had X. We had Marvin Mims right up, and I missed him. They're going to get their second sack of the game. Random double leg. We might need to be able to get the ball out quick. We have Marvin Mims over the middle of the field. Hold on the ball. He does. And we're going to convert the 2nd and 20. Clock still bleeding. A minute left in the game, and we haven't made any big mistakes. Let's go. Our big 3rd and 10 here, guys. I'm going to look to give it to Marvin Mims on the corner route. Oh, we missed him. We were just going to kick a field goal to go up 25 points. Oh, man, I wanted that route. If we probably would have waited another second, we would have had it, but we were impatient, and we just missed it. We're going to kick it right down Broadway and go up 25 points late in the 3rd quarter. So I'm going to actually blitz one person. I'm going to blitz one DB because I'm going to put Chris Abrams on the running back. They find Tyler Conklin. He holds onto the ball. That's not Tyler Conklin. That's number 10. Who is that? I don't know who that is, but he holds onto the ball. They're just doing nothing with the ball. Dump it off to Mike Williams. He breaks a tackle. Damari Mathis breaks another tackle on J.L. Skinner. A touchdown against the Jets, which I thought was going to be a problem for us. Dumps it off to Brees Hall. Brees Hall's trying to score. We hit Stickum, and he gets to the 2-yard line. We use switch stick. We're a second late. Chris Abrams hits his ass, but Tyler Conklin eats it, and they score the first touchdown of the game. They are down 18 points with 4 minutes left. They still have a chance theoretically to score, but it's just not going to happen. They have to start kicking onside kicks now. They're going to put us in excellent field territory. So with that being said, let's get this onside kick. We miss it. Bro, no way they just got the onside, bro. Bro, what the fuck? They do get the onside kick. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay. J.L. Skinner with a user alert. We've seen him breaking over the middle of the field. We're going to try to make a guy miss. And we are on the 5-yard line. I probably should just kneel down, but we read him like a book. Aaron Rodgers, you dumb bitch. 2 minutes left, guys. We are going to try to score the 40 bomb. We have Greg Dulcich open on the corner. We're going to give it to him. He breaks a dude's tackle. Breaks the we find Marvin Mims. We're going to possession catch. Clock still taking 357 yards, passing 3 TDs, man. What? Bo Nix literally is the best quarterback of all time at this rate. We find Taekwon for a touchdown, basically. We scored the 40 burger, 40-16 currently on the Jets. 36 left. We might have a chance to get a Hail Mary pick with one of our young guns. So obviously, guys, for next week's video, I'm going to put on a play cooldown limit so we can't call the same plays more than like 5 times a game, because I feel like that's another reason why PS2 with the SWAT. There's another reason why it's easy, because we run plays that we know the defense can't stop. So maybe if we limit the times we can run those plays, we'll find new plays and make it challenge. But we win 41-16. Alright, guys, we're back here in the main menu. We have a lot of upgrades on PS2. I guess he unlocked his 4th ability. I guess I never put it on. We're going to take off Tip Drill. Tip Drill is the most useless ability. I'm going to put on KOs because KOs are insane. I'm going to put Deep Medium Route KO because when we run man coverage. We got an upgrade for PS2. We're just going to upgrade his man coverage. He's on 99 watch, so he upgraded coverage. Best corner in the league, man. So we got an upgrade for Chris Abrams. Who else we don't really care about? We're gonna upgrade Chris Abrams slot upgrade. I think slot is the one that gives you speed boost, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't get a speed one on that one, which is okay. We got an upgrade for Taekwon Thorne. We're gonna upgrade his deep threat. Maybe Taekwon Thorne could become a really big piece in our offense. I lied. It won't let me upgrade Taekwon Thorne. Oh, there it goes. I'm trying to see his upgrade basket, but I can't. It's being retarded. I'm not supposed to say that. Guys, so we're going to upgrade Taekwon Thorne. Maybe he could be a solid receiver for us deep there. We're going to hope he can get a speed upgrade or maybe some release upgrades or route running. We upgrade his deep route running. in this upgrade, so that's cool. Plus 2 deep route running. We're not gonna upgrade Will Lutz because why would we upgrade our kicker? Kicker really is not. We don't care about upgrades though. Uh, we likely need power for real, but it don't really matter. We have 28 upgrade points, coach points. We just fell short of the John Franklin Myers dev game. He needed 3 tackles for loss. He had 2. He needed 2 sacks. We had 1.5. So we were unfortunately unable to get it. We did get plus 5 morale to all our defense and 4,500 XP for John Franklin Myers, which is cool. We are going to advance next week when we play the division rival Raiders. We start the season off 4-0. Just an all around good season for us. And that's pretty much going to wrap up the video, man. I hope y'all enjoy. The Raiders are 1-3. With that being said, guys, I'll catch y'all in the next week's video.